My best stories are the ones that I did not write. Now you may be thinking, hala ate, isn't that plagiarism? Well, let me assure you that I'm not talking about research papers or journal critics or songs and poetry and the like. What I'm referring to are the stories of my life, the stories of my adventures. Hi, I'm Ielle and I make music and lifestyle videos here on YouTube with the hope to bring a little bit of sunshine to your days. You might want to check out what I do on my channel, and if you like what you see, please do consider subscribing because it means a lot. The best stories of my life are the ones that I did not write. Now, if you know me personally or you've been on this channel for quite some time now, you would know that I love structure and I love plans. I'm very comfortable with plans. So as someone who's like that, one of my habits is to have my day ahead planned before I go to sleep. So whenever I lie in bed at night, I would think of the plans that I have for the next day. So my thought process would go something like this. Tomorrow I would wake up at 5 a.m. and I would have devotions or I would do meditations for I think an hour, and then after that I would have breakfast. Then after breakfast I would take a shower, then after that I would probably work 40 hours that day. Kidding. No, but I would work until I get tired and then I sleep, and then the process just goes on again. Having that habit, I would always tell myself that God has to have a room in these plans, because the last time I did everything on my own, in my own way, it was disastrous. So even though I wasn't very comfortable with spontaneity, I still fought for it. And I think this was very evident in the year 2020. So months before the pandemic happened in the nation that I was staying in, I actually was very spontaneous. So months before the pandemic happened, whenever a friend, let's say, would call me during my working hours and ask me if I could have lunch with them, I would probably say yes. And I think it was those kind of moments that were very memorable. Like now that I look back on those days na face-to-face pa, I can say na the spontaneous moments in my life back then were actually the most memorable ones. And the people that I accidentally met turned out to be the right people at the right time, who helped me really grow and helped me unleash a lot of potentials that I didn't know I had, and helped me break down the walls that I thought were protecting me but were just really holding me back from a lot of things. Now, it may sound like it was easy for me, but it's definitely not. And it was very frustrating. Like, I had those days wherein I would just tell God, like, Lord, kailangan ko ba talaga gawin to? Like, seryoso ba? It's so uncomfortable and it's not in my zone. Do I really have to go through this? Am I doing this right? And you know what? The answer was always yes, because I had to grow. I had to let go of the chains, and I had to stop living in fear, because I was living in fear. I thought that the walls that I built were meant for protection, but in reality, they just held me back. And there were a lot of opportunities that came after just jumping into God's will and letting Him take over. And yeah, I don't regret even a second of it. I don't regret meeting the people that I met. I don't regret even spending money to go out with my friends. I don't regret risking my me time to actually get to know other people, because there's so much good that came with it. And yeah, I guess what I want to say in this video is, if you're in that position wherein you feel like all of your plans are failing and it's just so overwhelming, I want to tell you this. You will never be out of God's control. You will never be out of God's control. And that God has got you, and He knows what you're going through, and He sees you and He hears you. And that just brought me so much peace, going through a lot of uncertainty in my life for me to grow. I know these times are hard. I know that, the things that we see right now are not beautiful. I'm not sugarcoating any of those. But what I want to let you know is there's peace. There's peace that is available 24/7. 24/7. So yeah, I guess that's all that I wanted you guys to know. Again, this is Ielle, and I hope that brought you a little bit of sunshine today.